Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's Friday, one day before the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful evening and you slept well. It's good to be with you on this last day of the week. It is the 7th of October. Good morning. Here's our reminders as always. Hi, Jay. Good morning. Here's our reminders as always. Guys, don't forget them. They are key. Mondays to Fridays, we have our cutoff for withdrawals, guys, at 1500 hours, and obviously tomorrow, Saturday, so 9 a.m. will be the cutoff there. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Is everybody good? Everybody all right? All righty then. All the guys streaming on YouTube, good morning to you as well. And if you're going to be tuning in later on, enjoy the session. All right. Are you guys ready to go? Don't forget your phases here. You guys ready to go? Don't forget your phases here, ladies and gentlemen. Movement, accumulation, and breakout. And this morning, guys, I want to look at the dollar. Obviously, we're expecting the NFP. We're going to be chatting a little bit about that, but we'll also be looking if there's been any difference in the correlation that we had yesterday with the dollar, the commodities, and the indices. We want to go back and track that again and see what's happened. Are we together? Absolutely, Cheryl. I mean, anything that tries to bring frustration, we nullify that, isn't it so? Just surrender it void. All right? Are you guys ready? I'm ready, man. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. It's good to see some of the guys on here that I haven't seen for some time. Good morning. And if you are joining me for the first time today, a warm welcome to you. And obviously the guys will also welcome you if you're brand new here this morning. All right. What's also important for you guys to know, next week I'll be with you again on Monday and Tuesday. Are we together? And that will be for both sessions, the morning and the afternoon. All right. It's been a long time, Sean. It's good to see you again, man. It's been a long time. It's really good to see you. All right. I hope everything is well on your side. All right, my friend. Are you guys ready to proceed? We still have a few guys coming on. As you guys know, we still have a few guys coming on as normal. Nothing out of the ordinary there. But here we go. This is the DXY. Can you guys see the screen? I'm sure it should be available now. You should be able to see it. Yeah. Just let me know there. I'll give everybody a couple of seconds there. Just to let me know. All right. Now we're going to switch to the daily over here, guys. The daily. Ash, why are we switching over to the daily? Because we're trying to track the momentum. I told you guys that this 5 days that I'm dealing with, it's more of reminders to many of the guys, you know, that might have forgotten. We've had some comments, obviously, starting from Wednesday, that it's easier said than done in the trading room because I'm here, I'm explaining it, the guys are hearing it, but it's when you by yourself, that is when the trouble starts. All right. So we want to try and put asunder or at least separate the trouble days. Everybody with me? So what we need to do is when you hear me reminding you about something, I need you to make a note of it. If I'm showing you something on the screen, you can take a screenshot of it. Are we together? Because these all act as fuel, bullets, arrows when you are by yourself that you can go and visit and say, Ash, all right, I'm a little bit, frustrated. I'm by myself. Maybe you're saying it in your head. You're like, listen, I'm a bit frustrated. I heard what you said the last time. It made sense in the trading room. You explained it. I saw it on the chart, but I have a new chart on now and it's not making sense to me here. That's why you got to put those notes in. That's why you got to draw pictures. That's why you got to take screenshots so that you can go and assist yourself in that way. Is everybody clear there? If I was omnipotent, guys, obviously I'd be with everybody, but I'm not, isn't it? So I could just be with you everywhere. So we got to create that by doing these notes. All right. So I am really, really fired up. It's the end of the week. I can't wait for Monday. All right. I can't wait for Monday. Is anyone else that can't wait for Monday? Because when Friday comes, the unfortunate part is we got to wait 2 more days. Some guys don't like Monday. We like Mondays. We really, really like Mondays. Is anyone that agrees that they all also like Mondays. I love Mondays, man. I love Mondays. All right. So the dollar here, whilst I'm getting a few responses, the dollar here, guys, look at this. We closed above the 11.864. Now, I had a question yesterday, Ash, what do you think about the dollar? Will we see? Guys, I'm getting on the strength, on the side of the strength of the dollar. All right, I'm getting on the side of the strength of the dollar. Is everybody with me here, guys? On the side, it closed above 11.864. That's giving me a technical sign there. We're seeing some strength in the dollar. Can the job reports do this? Watch. Can it do this? Hold on for me. Can everybody see my my little paintbrush? Just I don't know why that escaped me there. Maybe because it's Friday, you know, you can have some nice chisanyama. Can you guys see it over here? Can you see it? Guys, we can have a spike to the downside and then we push up again. Please, please, please understand. Can I give you a very big secret to the NFP? What is so powerful about the NFP? It is what happens after that, not for that 15 minutes. Not for the 15 minutes. Can I please ask the question here this morning? I feel led to ask the question, who has suffered an NFP loss in the past? Guys, I'm going to be the first one to say, all right, in my beginning, I suffered there. The spikes went up. It went up. I bought. Mike, that thing comes down. I sold. Gert goes up again. I buy. So I had 4-5 positions in the space of 3 minutes. That's when I started out. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm unashamed. You know why? Because I learned from that. Does that make sense, everybody? When the NFP comes out, there are people out there that will say, let's trade the NFP. They will assure you, they will have a strategy, etc. Are we together? There's nothing wrong with that. You have to make up your mind. Are you willing to get in that fight? Or do you want to be more reserved, wait for it to die down, and then you engage? Is everybody clear? There's nothing wrong with guys that say that they want to get in there. If that is your priority, it's on the top of your list, you have an approach for it, good. I've seen some approaches out there. Some guys will buy, some guys will sell. They'll hedge a buy and they'll put a sell in there, and whichever way it goes, then you know they're going to cash out. But the challenge is, all right, you're going to make a loss anyway, because the other position will make a loss. Does it make sense? If you buy and you sell, the other position can still make a loss. Is everybody with me here? And the challenge is, if that position that you have on the buy as an example shoots up very, very fast with the spike. Now, this is what happens with the NFP many times. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Watch this now. You see this happening. Look at this. Do you see this here? That's what happens. At the half-past mark. Chuck, did you see this? Then it pushes up. Then it comes down. Do you see that? Do you see that? And then it does this. Look at that. Do you see this, everybody? That there. Shira, look at this. Cheryl, it stops right there. And then guess what? Everybody starts selling. And then look what happens. Up, 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 up. Leaves a long spike. And then all of a sudden, look at this. Do you see that, everybody? Is everybody with me here? Is everybody with me? So let me show you what some of the guys do in this specific case. I'm talking NFP only now. All right? Hold on. I'm only speaking about the NFP. Come on, man. Sorry, guys. For whatever reason, I'm getting a bit of trouble here, but here we go. So what they'll do is, the moment they see the price, do this, right? They'll see it does that. So let's use the opposite, Cheryl. Are you guys ready? Let's use the opposite now, all right? They'll see the price do this, okay? So what do? They open up a buy and they open up a sell. Is everybody with me here? Right there. Open up a buy, open up a sell. All right. Now look at this. Then this happens. So now they're in. And price does this. Look. Price goes up. Up, goes up. Can you see this here? Do you guys see that? I'm just letting a few more guys in. I'm going to go back. I'm just letting a few more guys in. Give me a second. Let me just get my tool again. So price does this. They open up a buy and a sell. Are we together? And price does this. Then price moves up. Moves up. Are we together here? It moves up. Everybody with me? So as price moves up, which one is making profits? The buy. Share, am I right? Am I right? All right. So now look at this here. What they will do is some guys will take their profits right here. Boom. They'll take their buy profits because now they start timing this candle here. If this candle loses steam, look at this. Hold on. Just trying to get my razor here so I can show you. If that candle there loses steam up here, you know what they do now? Now they use the 1 to 5 minute charts. They use the 1 to 5 minute charts. Write that down. Why are they looking at the 1 to 5 minute charts? Because they're looking at the rejection. They're looking at the rejection. Remember, NFP is a quick event. It's not the hour to, it's a quick event. So why would you use an hour for it? You're not going to use a 2-hour chart for NFP. You're going to use shorter time frames, 1 to 5 minutes. Is everybody clear with me so far? Is everybody clear? So now they time this. They look at the 1 to 5 minutes and they're looking for rejection. So they've made profits there. Now they look for rejection. Sorry, guys, more guys coming on. There's more guys coming on. So now they look for this. They're holding the short. They're holding the short. Does it make sense? They're looking for rejection. Is everybody clear there? They're looking for another short now. So they're looking for the rejection in the shorter time frames. Gert, are you with me? Are you with me here? Now, what's very important here, look at this. At some point, if there's enough rejection in the shorter time frames, they're going to draw support there. Are you guys with me here? They're going to draw support. Then they're going to wait for the shorter time frames to start closing beneath that support. And when that happens, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. They start shorting there now. Is everybody with me? Now they start shorting here because they looked at the rejection over there. The candle is exhausted. It owned from 1 to 5 minutes. They're not using a 30-minute here, guys. NFP does not last for 30 minutes. Is everybody clear? Now, this entire exercise that I just mentioned, it's easy now because the NFP is not there to explain. It's when your stomach starts running in that moment at 2:30. That's when you see how guys are on their toes. And now price moves down as an example. And guess what? It pushes down, 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 down. Now they have two positions coming in. Look at that. Do you guys see this, guys? Is everybody clear here? That's the guy that is getting involved in the actual action there. You guys have seen these armies, right? Cheryl, these guys, you know, in the Marines, the guys that are on the field, they get involved front end. Does that make sense? It makes sense, everybody. They right there. Frontline battle. Those are dangerous men. Is everybody clear? Those are dangerous men. They'll chop your head off. They'll chop your head off. The guys in the front line, they are trained in a very extreme way because they got to make that first impact. Is everybody clear? So there's guys in trading that likes that impact. They got an obsession for that. Does it make sense? Then they have the snipers. See, now the snipers are the ones at the back. They're taking their headshots out from afar. Those are the guys with the 1-hour charts, 2-hour charts. Like, you get involved in the minutes. I'm waiting for that 30 minutes to pass. Is everybody clear? Guys, I'm trying to explain this thing, make it so relevant to you so that you don't get trapped, guys, in that I have to trade the NFP. Because it comes out at 2:30. At 3 o'clock, the hour candle closes. The hour candle closes at 3 o'clock. So the hour traders are going to take it from there. Is everybody clear? I'm pausing for 14 seconds. I think it was said in a way where everybody can understand. Guys, let me know. Let me know. I think that was so simple. You have to confuse yourself to be confused there. You have to confuse yourself. Are we together? So I'm going to say it once more, very quickly. There's guys that get involved in the shorter time frames and they like the action. They most probably have balances that are big enough. If you have a 500 Rand account, Don't you dare try to get in there in the front line. Is everybody with me? Because then you're doing guesswork now. That's guesswork. If you have a 300 Rand there, Chuck, Gert, if you have a 750, Chuma, are you with me here? If you have a 650 there, if you have a 1,000, please stay out of the front line. Your head's going to get chopped off. Be a sniper for that day rather. Is everybody clear? Everybody. It's Friday. Listen, Mark, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. But remember, with the information here, do you see how it clarifies? Now you can locate yourself and say, you know what? You know what? To be honest, let me see what this thing does on the minute frame, as Ash said today. There should be a call to action now today, where you tell yourself, today I'm going to monitor between the 1 to 5 minute charts. What is happening based on what Ash said this morning? What is happening with the rejection? Was the rejection to the upside? Was the rejection to the downside? Everybody with me here, guys? Can I pause there? Can I get a response? Can I see what the guys are saying here, guys? So we get the NFP out of the way quickly in the morning, quickly. Is everybody with me here? We get the NFP, how people might trade it out of the way so we can go and see, because guys, what we want is next week. All right, we want next week. We want to see how the dollar closes Friday at midnight. Cheryl, that's what we're interested in, because we are interested in quality setups, not 5-10 minutes of craziness. We want stability. Does it make sense? Is everybody with me here, guys? There we go, Anya. I have a book on fundamentals, love it only, and makes. That's what I'm talking about. So today, check out between 1 to 5 minutes what happens, all right, when the NFP comes out. Is everybody with me? Can I just say this to you? Sometimes there is no reaction at 2:30. Sometimes that reaction comes 5, even 10 minutes later. That's why I locked it 15 minutes. Sometimes only at 5 minutes after 3, you start seeing response. Sometimes 10 minutes after 2:30. So that's 20 to 3. You see the response. Is everybody clear? So give it a bit of time. Even go before that, 5 minutes before. You already see that guy doing this. 5 minutes before, 25 past. Is everybody clear there? I'm seeing a lot of understanding. I'm seeing a lot of guys. So it's going to be interesting. All right. So guys, what's going to be key now is to look at this here. Majority of us are expecting some dollar strength. Are we together? It closed above the 11.864, 250,000 jobs there set to be the increase. Are we together? We're going to see if that's the reality. Is everybody with me? You guys can see obviously previously here, guys, we saw 315,000. We're seeing a bit of a decrease, but it's okay. It's okay because the market works in fluctuation. Does that make sense? Yes, we are pro dollar. We're looking to see if the dollar will strengthen. That's what we are gunning for based on what's happened technically here, ladies and gentlemen. But do not underestimate the whipsaw wick to the downside and then up again. Now, let's go and correlate here now. I've got the daily frame here, and we're going to correlate those indices and commodities like we did yesterday. Are you guys ready? Remember, they changed at the recap. So let's go and see this morning where they are. The dollar at this point in time, can you see it's a bit bearish there? Can you guys see it? It's just a little bit bearish now. So let's go to the MT5. Let's go and see who is correlating with the dollar today. Who is correlating with the dollar today? We're starting off with the NASI. There's the daily frame. Do you see this is a little bit more bullish in nature? Can you guys see that? We've not gone past the opening, which means we are a little bit bearish, bullish here. The candle is green. It can change. So this one is really fluctuating at the 50% level here. Can you guys see that? So be careful. It's uncertain. If you go to the S&P 500, look at that fellow right there. Same story. Same story, same story, same story there. But that could still go up. Yes, it can. Absolutely, Chuck. Guys, I agree with Chuck 100%. Even although it's at the opening, it can still go up. Is everybody clear there? So now we know dollar is bearish. NASDAQ, S&P is more swaying to the bullish side than the bearish side, even although it's close to the open. Same with the Dow Jones. Anya, here's this, here's DJ. So can you see at the open there, we are swinging more towards the green side, the buy side, the upside. Does it make sense, everybody? It's going to be very interesting today. But what I really want you to take from this session, Yacher, is the fact that now you are getting more practical steps to say, now you are identifying and locating how you can view the charts. Does it make sense, everybody? All right. Can I also say this to you guys? And I've said this even when I started off 2018. This is what I said to the guys. Every session, my duty here is not to tell you what to think. Is everybody with me here? Not what to think, because then I'm programming you. My duty here is to show you to a certain place on how you can think. Does that make sense, everybody? So I'm giving you options. So it's how to think, not what to think, because then you don't need a session like this if someone just tells you what to think. Is everybody with me here, guys? Then you don't need a session like this because you're getting the steps and you're just following the steps. So it's not what to think, it's how to think. And that is what I respect about someone that is a listener. Is everybody with me here? A listener has the ability to get different perspectives because they value the option of how. Is everybody clear? One university doesn't give you the same subject like the other. Marketing in Stellenbosch versus University of Pretoria, there are different ways they are expressing that specific topic or that this. Amal met me. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm going to make a fuss of Friday. Other guys make a fuss of Friday. So I said, let me make a fuss of Friday, even though I want to make a fuss of Monday. All right. I like a Monday. I want to wake up Sunday, Sunday, at 11 and say, yes, here we go into the Monday. Smile. All right. Let's go to the commodities. So we've concluded. Dollar is looking bearish right now. NASDAQ, S&P, Dow Jones is moving just above the open, leaning more towards the bullish side. Everybody with there. Let's go to commodities now. Commodities. Brent, from a daily perspective, I'm going to take this off so you can see it. Look at this fellow here. Yesterday, the Brent was with the dollar. You guys remember that? Yesterday, the Brent was with the dollar. Different story this morning. It's now hanging in the balance. It's right at the open. It's switching from red to green. Please note that at this moment in time. Is everybody clear here, guys? All right. I don't know if there's some of the guys that like to play dominoes. When you clock dominoes, is it? Yeah, it's dominoes, right? You want to clock? Today we tapping. I heard someone say something interesting. Was it Dwayne Johnson, I believe? I think it was him. I stand to be corrected. He said people have a tap out mentality when it comes to something new that they're trying. They tap out too quickly. They get a little bit frustrated and they tap out. Are we together, everybody? We're not tapping out in here. Does it make sense, everyone? We're not tapping out. We're going at this thing. All right. So this is hanging in the balance. So make notes. Dollar, bearish. Indices, bullish. Brent, starting with the commodities, 50-50. 50-50. All right. Should we hold on the pending? Well, there was no pending order in the trading room given for Brent. There was no pending order. I never gave any pending order. Please, guys, leave pendings for now. NFP pendings, you go in, you'll be sorely disappointed because your pending can be for the short side. That thing goes up, Brandon, you're in trouble. When it comes to high impact news, pendings are dangerous. I know they say, listen, I can put a pending in and I'm not going to be there. I'll get activated. Yes, you will. That's the fact. But if you activate it in the wrong direction, you're in trouble. Is everybody with me here, guys? Common mistake of traders. Common mistake of traders. Listen to this. Please write this down. they don't process information given. Can I say that boldly? Veli, yes. Herbie, yes. Why? Because I did that. Unashamed. Are we together, everybody? Got a step, took it, just put it in there and said it didn't work. And I hands up. Hands off. I don't care anymore. But now you need to take this and go and process. Ash, what do you mean process? I said to you, the NFP 1 to 5 minute chart, go today, 2:30, process the information, look at it. Go in, process the detail, look at it. Does it make sense, everybody? Is everybody clear? Everybody clear? All right. Let's move. WTI. Look at this fellow here. WTI versus Brent. WTI. Where's EJ now? Where's EJ now? I want Etienne on here. You know, he loves WTI. Look at WTI. Look at Brent. Both on the daily. Looking different. Do you see how uncertain it is there, Cheryl? Kenny? Do you see the Shara, Mike, Her, Chuck, Belly, Herbie, Nicole, Sephora, Tebo, Andiswa? Can you guys see this? Magdalene, Anya, Oleseni, guys? We're not getting the same picture here. So please watch gold, not gold, sorry, Brent, WTI. Be careful of those two. They're not showing similar patterns here. Let's move on. I'm going to do the dollar pairs now. I want to do gold real quick. I'm going to do gold real quick. We want to see where gold is. Remember, the dollar is bearish. Bearish. Look at gold. Look at gold. By default, what should gold be doing right now? By default, what should it be showing us? Exactly. 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 So let's go to the dollar. Look at gold daily. Watch here. Look at the dollar index. Do you see how you're already getting an indication here to say, guys, be careful. Be careful. The gold should be green or bullish or inclined to the upside. But yet now they're together. How many times have we been in the trading room and I showed you guys, and you guys saw it with your own eyes? You saw gold was up, dollar was down. Dollar was down, gold was up. So now that we know the reality, Gert, we're not seeing that reality now. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing consistency. So what does that lead to? Uncertainty. Is everybody clear here, guys? Shira, very valid point there. Very valid point. Hopefully they're taking their money out into the commodity market. We're going to see. We're going to see. But guys, always remember price delays at high impact. And then, remember that time I had said to you guys, it's like a speed hump with the Uno. You guys remember that? I said, you on the highway doing 120 kilometers per hour with the Uno, 1.1, and you put a speed hump there. What do you think happens to the Uno? Okay, if it can go to 120 kilometers per hour, I know Anya loves the Uno, you know. All right. So you are doing 120 kilometers per hour and you get a speed hump. What do you think happens to that little guy there? Everybody with me? Challenges. The Uno turbo, blow the Uno engine. The difference stays behind. Are we together, guys? The difference stays behind. I like what Zeph says there. Knowledge is an expensive mortgage. Yeah, I think let's just give Zeph a round of applause there for that one. Zeph, is it Friday that's putting this fever in you here, my friend? All right. Round of applause for that, my good friend. So we're seeing inconsistency in the dollar, commodity, and the indices. Let's go and look at the dollar pairs now. Everybody clear? Let's go look at the dollar pairs. We're going to start off with the USD Swiss Franc. Don't forget what you're seeing here. We closed bullish, yes. At this point in time, we are leaning more towards the bears. Let's see what's happening with the dollar pairs in this regard. All right, we're starting off as always. I'm going to the USD Swiss franc first. USD Swiss franc. How do you know when you first learn to trade that you do know what you are doing? That is how you learn. Aish. Aish. Look at this. Look at the dollar here. Dollar's bearish. Is it showing up here? DXY is bearish. Is it showing up here? Yes or no? Is it showing up here? Jay says no. Angel says no. Remember, the dollar index at this point is a bit bearish. It is showing up. It is. So you're seeing a bit of the filtering through there here. All right. Now, someone said interesting there. GBP USD hit TP. Dollar strengthened there. Right. We're going to go and see now. Watch. Look at the inconsistency. USD CAD. Dollar weakness is showing up here now. Do you guys see that? Dollar weakness for now. Can you see how it closed here as well yesterday? Dollar index also closed very strong there. Can you guys see that? Everybody with me? It also closed like this. We're seeing the similar movement here on the dollar index. Let's go look. Ash, what do you mean? Let's go look. There we go. Strong close yesterday. That's what it looks like today. All right, let's go back. So it's looking very, very closely related. When you look at it, USD Swiss franc doesn't look like that. The dollar index doesn't look like this. Can you guys see the difference? The dollar index doesn't look like this. The daily candle on the dollar index is much larger. The USD CAD looks similar to the dollar index. So guess what? Please write this down. Look for the movement in the dollar index and related to the USD CAD. I hope you're getting what I'm saying to you there. So now we're picking which pairs are more likely to push compared to the dollar. Can you guys see that? So USD CAD looks similar. Let's look at the AUD USD now. Are you guys ready to go? Jacques says they're doji. Which one? AUD USD from a daily perspective. Look at this. We at that support, ladies and gentlemen. We at the support here. So if you put a support level there, can you guys see that it's being stopped? Only one 12-hour candle closed beneath it. The rest rejected. So by 12, if this candle closes beneath here, 64007, can you guys see this? Similarity on that pair. All right, Chuck? The similarity on the pair compared to the dollar index. Okay. This one here, 64007. Can you guys see here? If the 12 o'clock candle closes beneath here, do you see how that gives us insight into the dollar can strengthen here? Can you guys see that? Everybody with me there? Because midday is already closed beneath. It's closed before. So here's the second close. NZD USD, let's see here. From a daily perspective. This looks different. This is actually a challenge. You know why it's a challenge? Because there's a space here that I'm not too keen on. Look at the space here. You see that little space? That space is a problem for me. If you go to the AUD USD, there's no space there. Can you see it? There's no space there with the AUD USD, but the NZD USD, there is a space. So is this a level of support that we bounce up from? Look at these wicks here, guys. Look at these wicks here, guys. It can be inverse, absolutely. So guys, it's very uncertain. GBP USD, let's go see. Now remember, we are doing base quote currency. NZD here is base. AUD is base. GBP is base. The previous two we had, USD was base. We are dealing with the quote currency now on these three pairs. Don't forget that, all right? Don't forget that. So GBP USD, look at this one here from a 12-hour perspective. We are in this range here, guys. There is a bit of a space here, but it's not much. But the dollar here, you can see, is also fighting. It's a 50% here. It's very close to the open. If you go to the daily on the NZD USD, the dollar is much stronger here. If you go to the AUD USD on the daily, the dollar is a little bit stronger here, but look at the GBP USD. Do you see there is no consistency here? Can you guys see that? Let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD. We're only doing the dollar pairs now, guys. We're only doing the dollar pairs. I'm going to Euro USD now. Heinrich, what you can do is YouTube, we stream it live. So just go to YouTube, search Quick Trade, and you'll get this morning session. All right. You'll get that. You'll get the info in. All right. Euro USD. For whatever reason, that fellow escapes me. That guy escapes me all the time. All right, let's go and get it. All right. Let's go get it. Did we pass it? There we go. Hey, Cheryl, you quick, eh? I must say. Look at this daily here. Ooh, look at the difference here now. So which one is this correlating with? Which one is the Euro USD correlation? This is showing dollar weakness. So if this shows dollar weakness, hold on, let me actually take this fourth. Let me take the Euro USD to the other one so that I don't miss it again, okay? So Euro USD, you can see here, big candle down yesterday at that support right there. It's big, it's a little bit more bullish. So which ones, or which pairs is the Euro USD dollar pairs now correlating with? Talk to me. Sorry, guys, let me just move this one. I'm just moving it to the rest of the guys. Here we are. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So let's quickly look. Euro USD. Euro USD is looking more bullish there, meaning dollar weakness. All right. Look at it now. It was on the 50%. So here we're seeing dollar weakness here. Can you guys see it? Let's go to the next one. Here's dollar strength. AUD USD. 50%. USD CAD. Dollar weakness. USD Swiss Franc. A bit of dollar weakness here. Everybody with me here? So strength, 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 weakness now. Weakness, weakness. We got one more. Heinrich, just go to YouTube, search bar Quick Trade, click on the channel, click on videos, and you'll see the most recent one there. All right, that's simple. USD JPY. There it is right there. Shira also gave it, all right? You're welcome. Not a problem, my friend. Here we go. USD JPY. What do we see here? Weakness or strength, guys? Weakness or strength here? We had a nice close above here. So this is a long, guys. Just so you do know, this is a long for many guys. This was our area that we wanted to break. That's a long. Just so you do know. But now look at this. Look what fear does. Look what fear does. Opens up the door for you to say, I was so sure about this trade 3 days ago, a week ago. NFP release will open up that door of fear. You won't get in there. Now, let me ask the question here, guys. Is there something wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that? Cheryl says, no. Hold on there. Chuck says, I'm already in along, but it's fighting. You decided to take your chances. All right, all right. Salute. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Is everybody with me here? Depending on what fear we're referring to. All right? Because you get different kinds of fear here. Fear that works against you, and then there's fear that works for you. Everybody with me? There's fear that works against you. There's fear that works for you. So now check this out. Once the NFP is done, do you see how you can now go and look for that long that you've been looking for? Do you see that, everybody? You already have your buy signal. You're just waiting for it now. Is everybody with me? Everybody with me? I see Chuck. Chuck is a Marine frontline. Chuck, braveness can make you great profit as you possibly. He's frontline. Be careful of those guys, Shira. All right? Be careful of those guys in the front line. They'll take your head off. All right, so let's do a quick recap here, guys. Let's do a quick recap here. Let's go back to the dollar index. Is everybody ready? I'm pausing for about 14 seconds. Let's get a response here, all right? Yes, you will, Heinrich. You will be able to. So everybody's ready, right? Recap. We're seeing movement down. All right. We're seeing movement down at this point in time. Dollar weakness. If I go to the hour frame. Not a problem. No, it's not at all. Not at all, Heinrich. All is well. All is well, my friend. All right. So look at this, guys. You see this area here. Look at the noise there. Shira, you know I've spoken about noise many times, yes? Look at this noise here. We are currently in this noise. So just, I want you just to notice something here quickly. Can you see this zone here? Let me use a different color. Sorry, let me use a different color. Oh, not that. Can you guys see this? Please forgive those lines. So look what the NFP can come and do now. Look. Can you guys see this? Everybody with me here. See that zone there? That area. Price to go down to mimic that zone there. Can you see that zone there? There. Can you guys see this? Pushing up because we in the noise. NFP is only going to last 5 to 15 minutes. Is everybody with me? Once it's done, where are we? We are still trapped in that noise. Is everybody with me? Unless this happens. If that happens, that's a different story. And that's on buyers and sellers, guys. That has nothing to do with us. Does that make sense, everyone? If the big boys go down and you went up, yeah, I cleared my throat there. Are we together? All right, if you went up and the big boys go down, you got to wait for them to come back up now. Or the other way around, like Chuck. Chuck front line. Chuck front line. From now on, when I deal with front line, I'll be calling Chuck. I'll be calling Chuck from now on. Is everybody with me here, guys? So unless we push up completely, please understand, whoop, staying in the noise. Left side, right side. And once the dust is settled, it just goes back to moving how it was moving. Is everybody clear there, guys? Is everybody clear? Zeb, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Chuck, no, Chuck, there's a difference, sometimes you have to send the alpha, the omega in, as the alpha from behind, I'm joking. I'm joking. If you guys watch The Gray, of what's his name? Liam Neeson, please watch that. That's what happens when fear kicks in. You'll be saying other stuff. All right. So here's the recap. You'll be doing crazy stuff. Here's the recap. We in the noise. Left side, we are currently there now. Unless price pushes down completely radically or price pushes up radically, are we together? We are still in the noise. So we're not moved in any way. All right. That is on a shorter time frame. On a daily frame, very simple. At this point in time, we closed very nicely above the 11.864 area. We are retracing a little bit. We could hit that area again as a retracement and push up today, because this is a sign that the dollar is strengthening. Does that make sense? The opposite could have happened, where we closed beneath the 11.864. It actually closed above. That candle in the middle of these wicks here is not good. So let's see what happens on that front. Now, there's a weakness here. Now I go to the MT5 once again. We're doing a quick recap. When I go back to the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Dow Jones. Let's go back. The NASI, from a daily perspective, you can see here, guys, we are hanging in the balance there. It's more green than it is red. If you go to S&P, the same thing there. If you go to Dow Jones, the same thing there. This one is a little bit stronger than the S&P and the NASDAQ. Is everybody clear there? Let's go to Brent. Guys, okay, so all of these shot fires and all these things, Cheryl, I'm just looking at the comments there, Chuck, Shara. I'm just looking at all the comments, guys. There's no shots fired here. Let's just make sure we get a fire extinguisher very quickly. Very quickly. No shots fired, nothing. There's no spas. There's no... All right, look at this. This one looks different. Brent, this is looking closer to the indices. We're shouting blanks. Yes. WTI. Opposite. Are we together? Siyabonga, I will just I'll just peruse and go over that last comment there of yours. Just, I'll just make as if I didn't see it, WTI, look at this. Looks totally different. All right. Chuck, same. I'll just forgive you, man. It's weekend, it's Friday. I'll just let it go. A real man knows when to let things go. Am I right, Shara? All right, so this one looks different to Brent. Look at Brent, bullish, and this one looks more bearish. All right, let's go to the dollar pairs. USD Swiss franc, dollar weakness. Kenny, can you see it? Dollar weakness there, USD CAD. Dollar weakness here. Can you see it? Let's go to AUD USD. Dollar weakness. Can you guys see it? Are we together? NZD USD. This one is mixed. I'll just do this every time. This one is 50-50. GBP USD. Look at this. Woo. Dollar weakness right here. Euro USD, dollar weakness. You guys see this, guys? So at this point in time, is our pro dollar looking like it will be pro dollar? At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, is our pro dollar looking pro dollar? Sean says yes. Yes, Cheryl, there we go. 77 times 7. That's what we do, yeah? That's the way to go. Guys, are we looking like we're going to get a stronger dollar? Yes or no? Look at USD JPY, weaker dollar there. Heinrich says yes. I'm going to ask the question again. Does it look like we're getting the stronger dollar based on what is happening now? The answer is no. At this point in time, it is only 24 minutes after 10. Are we together, everybody? This thing can change at 12. This thing can change at 1. We are still pro dollar. Can I quickly ask the question, who jumped fence? In Afrikaans, we say, das draadsitters, fence sitters. Who went from strong to weak now? Very quickly. Who went from strong? It was strong yesterday. You went to weak now. Nothing wrong. I just want to see. Or who went from weak to strong? Anyone? Or did no one jump? Cheryl, you went from weak to strong or strong to weak? Which one? Koleseni, which one? Sean still think the dollar's strong? Chuck, you had an opinion. It's going to plunge it. Held my breath. Hi, Mike. You said no. Mike, you said strong. I remember Mike saying strong. Mike McLean said strong. I'm just putting you on the spot there, Mike. All right. Strong to weak. Wow, Ken. Ken, I can't believe this. Yes. Nyashe, the question at this point in time, are you pro? Are you anti? Strong to weak, from strong to weak, you see. Yes, he can stick to strong. That's funny. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you know, Chuck just changes up like that. Mike. All right, pro dollar. Nyasha, pro dollar. Will Aseni strong to weak. Except my lungs die draad. Gabriel strong to weak. Okay, all right. Okay, guys. So a lot of the guys went from strong to weak. Guys, very interesting. So we're gonna see how it all pans out. Are we together? Let's just go and check the last one here, gold, and then we're gonna push on to some other pairs. All right. Look at this one here. Gold was a little bit weaker. All right, and we can see it's now pushed up. Just a little bit. All right. But today I don't know, seeing weakness. Hey, Chuck. No, you won't be able to. It's only for 2:30 today. It's the first Friday of every month. All right, Heinrich. So you won't be able to trade it tomorrow. If you're looking at that specific event, when we say trade it in a different way, after the NFP is done, then you can trade. The charts aren't stopping or pausing. It's just a release that comes out that measures the job reports over the past month in the United States. All right. And there's no trades on the weekend. Yeah. All right. Can we move to some other pairs, guys? Is that fine? Can I do a few other pairs with you guys? We're going to go to Aud Swiss Franc. I said to you guys here, you're welcome, Heinrich, here. I would like to do a short. It's still rejecting here, guys. Nothing is suggesting that short for now. We had a nice push up here, but it's created a lower high. Are we together? Chuck Ash will say he let that pass again. Okay. There we go. Are we together? Just over. Brandon there. Ash, what are your top 3 pairs to trade today's event? So there's no top pairs. It's all about what the data is showing you. The USD CAD looks far closer to the dollar index at this point in time. So that is one. So it's more about, looking at it from a practical and more technical sense to see which ones are more in alignment with the dollar index. The USD CAD seems to be pretty clued up with the dollar index. Let me just show you, Brandon. USD CAD there. Look at the USD CAD on a daily frame. Can you see that candle there? That looks similar to the dollar index. If I go to the dollar index, you'll see it here on a daily as well. So this one really looks good, that we can track. If you go to the USD Swiss franc, it does not look the same. It looks different. Even although there is weakness, it doesn't look all right the same. And there's different pivot points. Look at that pivot point there versus the USD CAD. Are we together? Look at that pivot point there. There's a thicker candle there. USD Swiss franc has a wick, very long wick there. So the USD CAD looks good. AUD USD at this point in time, that's a very nice support. This could be a second one here if the dollar weakens. That's a very nice long here. But at this point, the USD CAD looks much better. All right. That would be wonderful, right, Heinrich? That would be wonderful. So USD CAD there looks good. All right. AUD Swiss franc. AUD Swiss franc created a lower high. Can you see that? Created another lower high. There's one. Here's another one here. Is everybody with me, guys? See you, Anya. We're going to finish off with a couple of pairs, guys. You know, it's really uncertain at this point in time. We're just looking at a few, okay? Nicole, we're not sure what was that coding, programming. Just let us know there, please. Have a good weekend. All right, AUDs, we're going to leave that alone. Let's go on to NZD CAD. It's at a support as well. We leave it alone. Oh, it was baby. Say hi to baby. CAD JPY. We leave this one on NZD CAD. We leave it alone. CAD JPY. From a daily perspective, look at yesterday's candle. It's still within the pivot point there. It's found a support. So if you switch to a shorter time frame, look where it went to sit, right there at 105.513. Look at the accuracy there, sitting right at that support. If we break further down, can you see this area 105? You want to go down to this zone here. This is short term. This is not long term. That's 61 pips there. Everybody with me there? You can take that off. And you can see we have crossed the finish line. Can you guys see this? Can you see this? So we've crossed the finish line underneath, and that's the next pivot point there. So that support becomes it. Can you guys see that? 104, please write that down. 104.662. Can you write that down? Can you write that down for me? What's Sia saying there? Hey, Sia.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear Sia? She's speaking to you. All right, you guys, if you guys written it down, 104.662, please write that down. That's a 60 pip trade there. If we close beneath 105.290, and then you're looking for, you know, a minute frame close as well. Let me just show you. Looking for a minute frame here as well. Look at that beneath 105.290 to take it down to that zone there. This is a minute frame. All right. This is not, you don't have to wait for a daily frame for this. I think, Zeph, if we're going to put it into codes, look how many pluses is there. That's plus dollar. That's pro dollar. Look at all the pluses there. Can you see it? We're getting a strong dollar coming out today. Look at that, guys. All the pluses on that signs there. No, but Cheryl, remember, you now from strong to weak. Please don't tell Zev pro dollar. You moved away from strong to weak. All the guys that moved away, Zev, you're one of them. You're one of them. Mike is one of them as well. Shira, absolutely one of them. Yes, Shira, absolutely. And even Gert, Gert is looking at me. I know, he moved. So he's on the fence now. He's like, Let's move. GBP AUD. Let's go see what's happened here after yesterday's analysis, guys. Oh, this is really interesting. Look at the finish line here. We crossed the finish line in the buying zone. Can you guys see this? We crossed the finish line in the buying zone. Can you see it? Went down, but we crossed the finish line. We closed in the buy zone, and look at price now. Can you guys see this? Is everybody clear? Where is our TP? Remember, it was there. That's our TP right there. Can you guys see it? That was our TP. That was the zone, the first zone for all the guys that are cutting out shorter distances. It was here. The rest of the guys are going to wait. Obviously, they'll say, no, I want to wait. I'll take it from there to there. Does someone want me to do a bit of risk and reward on this one here? Would someone like me to do a bit of risk and reward here so we can see what's happening, right? For a long, 75315. $74 pips. Tight. Remember, shorter time frames, tighter stop losses. Tighter stop losses. It's too far away. Roughly around here, guys. 74 Rand reward, 43 Rand risk. Looks like we're pushing up. Anyone interested in this trade here? Mark is in it. Angel is there. 62 pips. Tight stop loss, 1.74298. All right, Wandile. Very tight stop loss. Okay. What would be nice if we close? Look how he keeps rejecting there. Let's see what other shorter time frame it has done. We started closing. Cheryl, can you see how powerful this line is here? Look at that. Look at the power behind that line. There was a close there. Okay, there's the breakout. Can you see the breakout candle there? All right, everybody clear with this one? Hold on for me. All right. You see this pivot point there? That's where we currently, can you see that there? That's where we're hovering around, right there. So we need this area. They'll put a level there. Can you see this here? It's now 10:3, so 10. $10.40. This is a very, look at that. Very interesting zone. See this area here. Guys, just watch this, please. Watch this very carefully. This is a very tight stop. So just watch this, please. Everybody clear? You can, but then you're going to get less pips. Are we together? Because if it closes up like that, around that area there, and you enter, what if it retraces back there? Can you see that? To that trend line. So this is what could possibly happen. So price goes up, closes, and then it starts retracing back there. Can you see that? Do you see that? It's a very tight stop, guys. It's a very tight stop. All right. What would have been nice is if we caught it around those zones there. Okay, but it's all right. I mean, it's the markets. That's what happens. All right. AUD CAD looking similar to the AUD Swiss Franc. Nothing here. Nothing here at this point in time. Even if you zoom out, we at that support there. Yeah, look, it's a tight stop. Okay, that's my only thing. It's already moved up substantially. That's why if you're trading shorter time frames, guys, can you please write this down? If you're trading shorter time frames, you got to be there. Like, you know, because that one that I just showed you there, all right? Can you guys see when you go to the 15 minutes as an example? You have to be at your PC when you're trading shorter time frames, so you can get an earlier entry. Because from here already, from there to there, is already 37 pips in profits. Does that make sense, everybody? So that's the thing when you're trading with shorter time frames. You have to actually be there and watch it consistently. Versus if you're trading an 8-hour time frame, now you're looking for the 8-hour to close there, but you're not going to take it to there. You're going to take it much higher now. You're going to take it much higher. So even if it closes there, you take it higher for 145 pips. So that's why stop losses with the shorter time frames will always be a worry. Look how it's rejecting in that area there. Can you see that zone there? Everybody clear? All right. GBP CAD, big rejection. Big rejection, we in between 1.54796. Look at that. It's rejected at that area there. Exactly the stuff that I spoke to you about. Look how it rejected there from there, rejected right there. Can you guys see that? So it's rejected. So we need that area to be violated. If it's violated, we push down, we can take it down to 1.5. Everybody clear? Just trying to find. There's a lower, guys, there's actually, it's a very small support. So the next one we're looking for after that, it's also very small there. But this is the one that we're looking for. Nicely down there. Can you see it? So there's already from there to there and there to there. There's two levels here. From there to there and there to there. But look at the daily. We'll just be tracking back. If we break this area, we'll just be going back to where we were there. That's it. That's it. These ones give you quite a bit of pips. All right, everybody clear? Give you quite a bit of pips, this one here. Very nice. So guys, just a quick recap here. Quick recap before we shoot off. Here's the dollar index, still weak. All right, still weak there. Let's quickly check out the indices one more time. And then we obviously wait for 2:30. Indices there. Look at this one here, still a bit bullish. Still a bit bullish. Definitely. Look at Brent. Look at Brent. WTI is still bearish against it. And then the dollar pairs. Looks more like the dollar index. AUD USD still weak dollar there. This one is obviously moving in between, guys. Weaker dollar there. Weaker dollar here. And then lastly, gold. This is going to be very interesting. Very big chance we could come down here, guys. All right. I think we're going to get it. We are going to get a stronger dollar here. Everybody there, we're going to get a stronger dollar here, man. All right, everybody. So let me quickly pause. Is everybody clear? They know what they need to do today, right? NFP at 2:30 between the 1 to 5 minute time frame. Is everybody clear here what we are looking for here? Let me make sure everybody is clear as to what they are looking for. We're still short. We're still holding that one there, funny. I know it has come up, a little bit, but from a higher time frame perspective, yep. Ken, why don't you just go on your phone, man? Let's use your phone. If you'd like to trade, yes, you can, Heinrich. All right. So I take it everybody's 100%, yes. All right. So guys, I'll see you guys on Monday. It's 9:30. We'll discuss what's happened. I want to, just before we go, Shira, guys, what we will do Monday, we will be looking at how the dollar closed. And based on how it's closed, we're going to be looking for entries either in pro-dollar or anti-dollar. Is everybody clear with that? So we want to see how the dollar closes at midnight so that Monday we can see there's any setups for us to get into. Is everybody clear there? Everybody clear? All right, got you. Guys, have a good one. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Enjoy stage 15. Check Chuck. Just check Chuck. He's going to tell me about that joke, All the guys that streamed in from YouTube, thank you very much for joining me this morning. Enjoy the NFP. Please make sure that you either sniper or you're in the front line. All right.